Welcome to this explainer. Look, today we're going to reveal why the absolute most profitable path in AI right now isn't what you might think. It's not about building some massive, overly complex tech startup from scratch. It's actually about acting as the high-leverage bridge for everyday businesses. I'm going to show you exactly how you can build a highly profitable revenue stream without needing a computer science degree, without begging for venture capital, and honestly, without hiring a single engineer.
So what is the absolute easiest way to profit from AI? Because everyone just naturally assumes you got to be some sort of coding genius to make real money in 2026. But the reality? You literally just need to exploit what we call lazy, highly leveraged methods. Methods that yield the maximum financial return. And hey, when we say lazy, we aren't talking about binge-watching shows on the couch. We're talking about achieving maximum output with the absolute minimum manual effort.
Seriously, forget the grueling venture capital route. You do not need to hire a dozen engineers. You don't need to deal with endless soul-crushing bureaucracy or burn through millions of dollars in funding. Instead, you can build a massive one-person empire just by systematically automating your workflows and, quite frankly, monetizing market ignorance. Think about it. While traditional startups are arguing over which ping-pong table to buy for their break room, you're armed with an AI stack and moving at absolute lightning speed.
Section 1. The AI deployment gap. Let's dive right into this by exposing the core secret behind this massive wealth opportunity, because it all revolves around one glaring market inefficiency. This right here is the exact void where everyday people are stepping in and generating six-figure incomes.
Okay, so here's what the deployment gap actually is. Picture two entirely different worlds colliding. On one side, you have these companies with plenty of cash, rapidly buying up every AI tool they can get their hands on, but on the other side, a huge knowledge gap. Their employees have absolutely no idea how to use them. So the deployment gap happens when the technology itself improves way faster than human beings actually know how to use it. And that means the real money right now is in the arbitrage of that gap. Look, you don't need a PhD in machine learning to fix this. You literally just need to learn 1% more than the business owners who are sitting there completely overwhelmed. They don't want to become AI experts, right? They just want someone to come in and make the darn thing work for them. Here is an absolutely wild statistic for you. 99% of the viral AI education out there, it's literally just someone reading the official manual. Seriously, if you just open up the Anthropic Claude help docs and read through them, that's like 100 videos worth of content right there. Which means absolutely anyone, including you, can start doing this today.
Section 2. The learn and share loop. So how exactly do we capitalize on this without going back to school for a tech degree? Well, it starts with an incredibly simple, completely non-technical system. We aren't building complex software here. We're building undeniable personal authority through a really consistent routine.
I like to call this the ultimate lazy loop. It goes like this. On day 1, you learn a really simple concept. Maybe it's a new Claude prompt to, summarize messy meeting notes. Then, on day 2, you share that exact same prompt on social media. That's it. You just alternate that day in and day out. You learn in public, and you document the journey as you go. And the best part, by doing this, you're building a massive personal brand and attracting high-paying clients using literally zero capital. You don't need to run paid ads, you don't need some fancy studio, you really just need your phone, your natural curiosity, and a willingness to teach folks who are just a couple of steps behind you. Moving on to Section 3, automating your content machine. Because let's be real, posting every single day sounds like a ton of work, doesn't it? To make this model truly scalable and lazy, you absolutely must systematically automate the heavy lifting of your content creation. You gotta remove that manual bottleneck.
Enter your new best friend, your AI stack. By connecting an AI like Claude directly to a design tool like Canva, and then wiring that whole thing seamlessly into a scheduling API like Platato, you can generate, design, and publish your content completely hands-free. So Claude writes the script, Canva makes the visuals look awesome, and the API posts it to all your platforms in one fluid, automated motion.
By setting up this exact AI stack, you can instantly create and schedule 200 posts in just 10 minutes. Just let that sink in for a second. 200 posts, 10 minutes. You gain this massive automated volume advantage over your competitors, and it essentially forces the social media algorithms to reward you with thousands of new viewers while you're literally fast asleep.
Section 4, selling clarity to businesses. Now, once your automated content machine is capturing all that glorious attention, it is time to monetize. And listen to me, we do not do this by selling cheap prompt guides. No, we do this by selling clarity to businesses that are absolutely desperate for help.
let's circle back to our core concept for a second, the deployment gap. Remember, these founders are drowning in chaos. They have the shiny new AI tools, they have the money, but they completely lack the knowledge. They will happily, and I mean happily, pay high-ticket consulting fees just to have you come in and close this void for their team.
But here is the real secret to landing those high-ticket sales. Instead of offering vague, theoretical AI advice that founders are just going to ignore anyway, businesses want you to provide highly targeted training on the tools they're already paying for. They don't want to pivot and become a tech startup. They just want their existing employees to magically save 10 hours a week.
Right now, the most underserviced and profitable niches are things like Microsoft Copilot training for corporate teams, setting up custom Claude workflows, and building AI marketing automations. Think about it from their perspective. If you can build a Claude workflow that saves their HR manager 5 hours every single week, that is a direct, measurable return on investment, and they will gladly pay a premium for that.
Everyday people with absolutely zero coding experience are using this exact framework to generate well over $100,000 in income, $100K. And they're doing it simply by upskilling corporate teams and acting as that bridge over the deployment gap.
Section 5, leverage, the ultimate lazy. You know, what we've been playfully calling lazy throughout this explainer, it's actually the ultimate form of modern business leverage. It is all about decoupling your time from your financial output. With this specific AI stack, a solo entrepreneur, just you, can execute the output of an entire agency. And you do it without the bloated overhead, without the endless mind-numbing meetings, and without ever needing a dime of venture capital. You can reach your enough number completely lean, fiercely protecting your freedom and your profit margins. So, by structuring your one-person empire to learn in public on day 1, automate your marketing machine on day 2, and then stepping in to consult for those high-ticket clients, you build a highly profitable, highly sustainable machine, a machine that runs on extreme leverage. As you execute this blueprint, you got to remember one core rule. Volume negates luck. It really does. The more you automate your posts, the more you share your learnings, the faster you force the algorithm to reward you with the data and the audience you need to scale.
But, and this is a big but, here is where most people completely fail. The fastest way to lose this game is jumping between 20 different AI tools just because of FOMO. You have to pick one path, like, say, mastering Claude, and just obsess over it for at least 1 to 5 years. That deep, unwavering focus is exactly what separates the winners who are building a real business from everyone else who's just playing with AI like it's a new toy. So your absolute most crucial takeaway from this explainer is this. The deployment gap is sitting right there, wide open, right now. Are you going to just sit back and watch this massive technological shift pass you by? Or are you ready to use ultimate leverage to step in and finally secure your financial future? Because honestly, the choice is entirely yours.